Welcome to the 10th video presentation from Ogbako Obi Biafra. This video is intended to discuss the authentic Igbo Biafra credentials, their language, the language of heaven, the sacred names of CHIUKWU OKIKE, the sacred names of his people, because we are called by his name. His written constitution and the government. And one thing, as a reminder to every one of us, is a focus on this banner. Why and how we get here. And how we can get back to the top. As I was making this video on the 28th of June 2021, what seemed to be disaster struck from a news that our leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, which is our leader, CHIUKWU Okikabiyama, gave us to help us get Biafra. That he was abducted because he wasn't by he was not by his will. But the Most High was so kind that after the brief worries, I get some information that he is in the den of Caesar, in the giant zoo of Africa. It's not only Nnamdi Kanu called it animal crazy nation. Fella called it the same, and so many other people have called it that. And looking at it, there's no other name to call it but what it is. But as it stands, we're gonna get into more of that as we get more information and sort the crap from the truth, so that we do not mistakenly misspeak. But thanks be to the Most High that after thunder comes rain. We're going to Alonso. Because for every disappointment, there is now a great deal of opportunity. As our fathers normally said to us, to be patient, because after thunder comes rain. The winch or chinch told his children to have patience, that what is hot will end up cool. And in the language of heaven, we always say that akperesumu n'ihe dị ọkụ ga-ajụ oyi. With patience, faith, worship, and work, we shall get there. He says it's time to go to Ala Igbo, Ala Nsọ, with the help of CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiama, whom all glory and praises belong. So the emphasis is on the name of CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiama and his children, as can be seen in Deuteronomy 28, verse 9 through 10, and the book of 2 Chronicles 7 to 14, and also in the book of Isaiah 28, verses 7 through 11. The Most High happened to let us know that the table is now full of vomit and filthiness. And who will he make to understand the doctrines? And he gave us who those people are, where to get the sound doctrine. You don't just get it from anything, you get it from the people he specified. And also why we should believe him, that he is CHIUKWU OKIKE, the creator of all things, the living CHIUKWU. That for us to be, he is now putting us in a position as his children to know, bear him witness, to know and understand that he is the creator of all things, CHIUKWU. But also, there must be, he also stressed justification. Justification that, according to the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verses 9, he mentioned the only way out is that any one of us, that if we or anyone that turns his ear away from what is being taught in this channel, the word of CHIUKWU OKIKE, his constitution and his government, that such person, his prayer is abomination, never be answered. Ofonogu is meditation. Ogu is meditation. Ogu is way beyond, encompasses justification and prayer. And also, he warned that whosoever leads or causes a blameless person to sin, that such person is culpable. And that person will be held culpable. Excuse my my Caesar language. And then this prompted Shaul, apostle, they call Apostle Paul, when he was being accused of preaching outside the covenant and commandment, the word of the Most High, Torah, the teaching of the Most High. And he swore. He said that if even we, or even the angels, who preaches anything outside what the Most High, the word of the Most High, that person, let that person be damned. This is in the book of Galatians 1 verses 8. And then who are the Igbo people? And what is the word? What does the word Igbo means, and where does it come from? It comes from Ndibo. Ndibo. It comes from Ndibo, or the people of the ancient people, the children of the Most High, the people He created first in His own image and likeness, but we are not He. Though we know He, we are His children. Ndibo is what is called by the enemy today blacks with ridicules. Igbo is Ishi. That's the central home from where we worship the Most High. And the Most High fights for us. Ebe Ishi na-agụ. Is that clear? And it is the Igbo land, or Ishobi, is where CHIUKWU is located, the home of CHIUKWU in Biafra land, facing the Igwe River, which is what they now call, the enemy now calls Cross River, and the other side being Oron, and then Ambazonia, and now the others, and then going back all the way to Igwenga. The other side is being Iguacha, and washing into the Atlantic Ocean from all the way from Ebonyi. So this is, his name is CHIUKWU, the Most High. And CHIUKWU is also the city that is called by his name in Igbo land, or Biafra land. The name of the prophet who led our people out of the captivity of Egypt, who they call Moses or Moshe. His name was Moshe or Moshe. And you can see that in the book of, if you use, looking at this is where I read from. Sefer, the scripture, Holy Scripture, is newer and less of the naming nomenclature of the of Caesar. CHIUKWU OKIKE is the only creator. But Moshi was his prophet, his servant, who led his people out of the land of the captivity of Egypt. And the CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiama is the CHIUKWU, the creator, the only creator Abiama worshipped. And as a reminder to our people, before I go into more of these names, those who wonder why I have another video channel, it has nothing to do with having another channel. Doesn't mean another IPOB. It doesn't mean another leadership other than Nnamdi Kanu. Because Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this movement from our end. Because there are other leaders across the Atlantic and the North Sea and across the world who are fighting for the same, and who are our people. But on our front, and as it stands today, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. As a leader is always generating goals and objectives. But the managers and foot soldiers are involved with the details, because there are devils in the details. Nnamdi Kanu told us that with the truth, he's going to destroy the zoo. But as the zoo is now destroyed, what is keeping it hanging? We talk Fulani, yes. Fulani is a traitor. The Fulani leaders are taking counsel with the real enemy. But the real enemy has to also go through that same process of truth. Exposed to know that what they're doing is wrong. Because they are always only hiding behind the Fulani and all these African token leaders and destroying black people everywhere, not only in the continent, but in the diaspora too. They hide behind the token leaders because, devil is a coward. You cannot come face to face. So if you slip that mask, the face would now face light. And the darkness does not like light. And is defeated by the truth, no matter how big physically. So Igbo people have never gone to war without CHIUKWU OKIKE and win. And this is the purpose CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiama has decided to create this channel to cover that agenda or that part of the goal. So All praises be to the Most High, not me. And it is clear, it's getting apparent now that both Adam and the Abiyama were sent to the ends of the world from CHIUKWU by CHIUKWU OKIKE to confront the evil one. And the Adam was tricked. Adam means I have fallen. Was tricked and distracted, while Abiyama succeeded. And this is the reason why the name CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiyama is always used by the Igbo people, his people, because Abiyama succeeded. Abiyama, Abraham. If it doesn't make sense in the language of heaven, leave it alone. Don't call by these false names, because you're not going to be answered. You'll be answered by what the name you call. So there were Ndi Igbo and Ndi Igbo long before Abiyama. The beginning of evil on earth was when the earth began to sleep. So is Eve the beginning of darkness. Adam was mad. Eve was previously named by Abiyama in the book of Genesis as Chihuahua. And as of today, we still have a place we call Chihuahua at CHIUKWU in Igbo land. By the virtue of this, almost everybody is Igbo, except the newcomers and those who are not called by his name, neither called by his name, nor created in his likeliness. But CHIUKWU OKIKE knows about everybody on earth. So what is important here is not just the skin, but also his word. So if you have his skin or his color and his likeliness in the physical, but you do not obey his laws, obey his rules, or follow his guidelines, this constitution everybody is speaking of recently, by his word, you're not going to make it. So some people asking me, like I used to ask too, why not we just continue doing what we're doing and worshiping Caesar, and then when we get in Biafra, we go from there? But no, this is why our people were 40 years in the wilderness, purged. The rebels purged. And the Most High finally brought the cleaner ones into the land, because it is this law, it is this constitution that is going to get you into that land, that will hold you, make you live in that land in harmony with the land and with the CHIUKWU OKIKE himself, and among yourselves. So we do not have to do not have to wait until when we get to the land. We have this is time to prepare to get into that land. And this is what has been keeping us for more than 50 years. After the nation of Biafra was rushed on us in 1967. Therefore, we have to use this time. This is why CHIUKWU OKIKE is using Nnamdi Kanu to calm us down, so that we can clean off this vomit all over the land, all of the filthiness all over the land, using this doctrine so that we can dwell in harmony with CHIUKWU OKIKE. So if you're telling me that, hey, why should I be talking about this? Why it is already being spoken? Yes, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. So when a leader maps out the goal and his managers walk the walk and work out how. The only earth summit that will save this earth is that of the truth, that of justice, and that of peace. And this has to be brought in to replace this present day narrative of lies, deceptions, murder, destruction, envy, and all the attributes of the evil listed in our previous videos. And these began with the failure of Adam, through the children, the seed of Satan, the seed of devil, that was mentioned in the book of the earlier part of Genesis. And you can tell the truth is in the pudding from who these children are, fighting all the way from the beginning, Cain and Abel, all the way, even after Noah, the destruction of the time of Noah, into Babel, Nimrod, Tammuz, destruction, captivity in Egypt, Assyria, Greece, Rome, and now Rome, after Yahushua destroyed Rome with the truth. Now is rearing his head and creating all these nations by trick. So all this you speak of Isji as the geographical expression. They're all, even Britain is even geographical expression. Caesar is just hiding behind all this. You can tell America, you can tell Africa, these are the names of Caesar. That will tell you these are the same people giving the same names of Caesar. And you can tell from the destruction in America and the stealing of the land, and now the stealing of the land in Africa, hiding behind Fulani, the evil Fulani, the same people of Sodom and Gomorrah, the same Sodom and Gomorrah children you're looking at in Nigeria, taking counsel. Go to the book of Psalm 83, you will figure out who they are. It's not my word, it's the word of the Most High, spoken by Dahudo. They call David. That's not his name. It's not by his name. His name is Dahudo. Humble yourself to see, to witness peace. Dahudo. It's not David. Now, this to save the earth, this narrative of deception and destruction has to be replaced. And this is the purpose of this channel. And before we close, I say, CHIUKWU is in charge. The Most High, to whom all praises and all glory, all adoration, all bowing and all worship belongs, is King and the greatest. Till the next video, so long.